Hi, I'm Lori, and I'm one of TerraCycle's design junkies. Schools, organizations, and individuals all around the world collect waste and send it in to TerraCycle for us to make new products out of. So as a TerraCycle designer, I have lots of experience creating items and products, useful products from trash. So today, I'm going to teach you how to make this coin purse made from kashi whole grain pouches. Juice pouches are also very strong. Any of the food products that come in pouches are usually very strong, sew well, and really make very durable products. So we'll start with the materials that you need today. 2 pouches to start with, a pen or something for marking, scissors, a ruler, a zipper that is at least as wide as the width of your pouch, at least a couple inches longer than the width of your pouch. You'll also need tape. I like to use masking tape, a sewing machine, and thread. You could do this with just by hand with a needle and thread as well. Sewing machine will of course make it a little stronger, but if you used a heavy thread, you could still do it with needle and thread too. You will start by taking your pouch and marking off the rectangle that you're going to cut. Now I'm using the full width of this, and then I'll mark down about 4 3/4 inches. So you'll take your ruler and mark off your measurements. 4 3/4 inches long is the measurement that I'm using for this. You can really make it any size you like, but this is the size that I'm using today. Draw your line and cut on that line. Now after you cut your piece, I like to round the edges so that it looks like it does on the pouch itself. So I'll hold this up and take my scissors and round the edges of the pouch. So the next step is to fold over a 1/2 inch on the top of the pouch. So I do this by scoring the top edge. And you can score with any number of things. You can score even with a paper clip, a butter knife, anything that has sort of a dull edge. You don't want it to be too sharp that it'll cut through the pouch. I like to use the back of my seam ripper. You mark your 1/2 inch and fold over the top of your pouch. The next step is to line your pouch up with the zipper. So I take my zipper, leaving at least 1 inch or 2 on either side of the pouch, because after you've sewn it together, you'll be tucking them down into the sides. So I line it up here, and I like to use tape because pins are difficult to push through a pouch. So I use a piece of masking tape that's easy to see and easy to remove. I'm going to begin sewing about 1/4 inch in from the outside edge of the pouch, sewing along the top edge of the zipper and again stopping 1/4 inch in from the edge of the pouch. Beginning 1/4 inch in from the outside edge, I stitch a few, back stitch a few stitches to make sure it stays in place, and begin again. I remove the tape as I go, making it easier afterwards. And back stitching again, close to the edge, and stopping 1/4 inch in. The next step is then to take the other pouch, the other half of your pouch, the other one that you've folded over and scored, and line it up with the pouch that you've already sewn onto the zipper. Make sure your edges are lined up so that when you fold it in half to create the pouch, everything lines up. Tape the other side, just as you've taped the first side, and again stitch, starting 1/4 inch in and ending 1/4 inch from the other side. After you have sewn both pieces, you can remove the tape, and the next step will be to fold the ends in. You fold in the end of your zipper, tuck it into the side. To hold the pouches in place when you go to sew, I like to use binder clips, which help to keep it in place. You could also use tape, pins, even paper clips. Now when you fold the other side in, be sure that you take your zipper and pull it inside of the pouch so that it doesn't get caught on the outside. And you pull your zipper in so it's inside. Then you can stick your ends in and line up your sides and sew around the outside edge. When you begin to sew the outside seam, you'll stitch about 1/8 inch in from the outside edge, and be sure that you go back and forth a few stitches to reinforce it to keep it from coming unstitched. So you'll stitch a few, back up, stitch a couple more, and again. And then you'll continue all the way around the outside edge of the pouch. And you've created a fabulous new coin pouch that you can use for anything, for receipts, for coins, for money. And it's created out of trash. Again, using any kind of pouch that you would like. As you start to experiment more and making more and more of these with different types of pouches, you can experiment with creating your own designs and doing your own things. I've taken parts of the pouches and cut them up and created my own design on the back. And you can do that with any kind of pouches. You can give these as gifts, even party favors. They might be perfect for a children's craft at a birthday party. You can find instructions for this project and lots more of our DIY projects on our website at TerraCycle.net.
More projects coming soon from the TerraCycle Design Junkies.
Yeah!